Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na 1st of October, the day we Ambazonians will celebrate our Independence Day. My name na Capo Daniel. I be the chairman of the People's Right Advocacy Platform, PRAP. This one may be the most important message Ambazonians should ever hear in their life. Listen to me very carefully. From 50 years from today, majority of Wuna and we, maybe we no go there for the ground because the life expectancy for Cameroon, West Cameroon, Anglophone Cameroon, now about 50 years or 60 years. So, maybe we talk say 50 years from now, majority of we will not go there alive. Now, only few things that will remain. Truth and things the way them build up on solid foundation. I don't get a history for this our struggle, for be a critical thinker, for the talk things in way the rest of Ambazonia they catch up with only 2 years after. Listen for me, this one will be the most important message way you go ever hear. And I go bring up for una the way it did. It be unfortunate, say every time we would want to take one step forward, would always go 2 steps backward. Because as I want deliver una this 1st of October Independence Day message, I did get message from our driver them for Bamenda, where they go a cock road. Say they don't bring Paddy a corpse for mortuary. Paddy na driver where they run Bamenda a cock road. They ran key 4 driver them for inside bush. When a ADF them, as the soldier then gotta say they want go celebrate 1st of October, they end up go catch driver them. Many driver then take and go time for bush where they go a cock for Sunday night. They ran key 4 of them. Paddy for Bamenda when a driver na one of them. They ran call me for talk for me. I ran talk for them with video call. They na driver them for Manfi, then bring it for Bamenda. So go get details and we go tell now. Now the kind of thing in this way they make our need to go forward. I ran also get video call last week with our soldier them for Boyo, my hometown, where they for Insabui for celebrate 1st of October with their brother for the. I already give them congratulations. I for thank all Ambazonians the way they don't hold our flag. I will give una the most important message as I talk. 50 years from now, most of us will not go there. Wait till we will live and for back. Na it go matter. History go judge us not by what we will feel about ourselves, but by what we will live and back for our people them. So it be important me una hear me very carefully. I come from the generation of chop fire, whole grass. Now terms and that way my generation. Now we bring them from CS Bailey. For primary school for Bailey, where be the good day. Now we bring those words. Chop fire, it come from this thing where they play from when they blow fire for stick. We kerosene for your mop. Where they dance by a dance for Nkwen. The whole grass. Now statement will bring them for rainy season where you slice for grass for Bailey. The generation like the generation of Akwanga Ayabachu, the word where they bring up for winner Epese. Epese na football player will be same match. Every generation get a say, get an impact for the people, their history. I come from the never again generation. The generation where they think outside the box. I want for tell una, Ambazonian, do you know where this flag come from? Because 1st of October, na the day we will hoist flag across our territory. As a teenager, where I grow up from Queen, Mbinglo Tiger, it be give me SCNC, they be call an SCNC flag. When I the flag for British Southern Cameroon, we get that British thing. I be the hoist and for my 2, I be the hoist and for Ndamunkong, I be the hoist and for Fonta Street. So for the time we SDF be the go on, if una be the see that flag the way they hoist and for day for 1st of October, now me, I be the hoist and for day. When all man for that quarter, they know me very well. So I been a person who I don't stand for fight. When I go for university, first year, now we block university for fight, say make them bring equality between Anglophones and Francophones, then catch me, go lock, and then beat me. Now, so my classmate, they be talk, so wait till you go find out for them. Una nobody even start university. You don't start begin strike. So I talk for una like a rebel. Like somebody where they rebel, where they stand for fight for the truth. Una listen for me carefully. Professor Asongo, Idewe na he designed this Ambazonian flag. This flag started for 1999. For the year 2000, at the time where the flag was at the user now, so it start. So now hear me very well. If you celebrate Ambazonia Independence Day on the 1st of October, I want you make you go take your book, you read who said that name come out, because I will draw this to the attention of Skakuf when Milambi be their Secretary General, the email CD from my computer. I will draw them for them because when we be talking, we want for start for follow independence, I do my own personal research and I want me you go do your own research. Where is the 1st of October originate from? 1st of October originates from the UN Resolution 1608. Now he grants independence for Ambazonia. That 1st of October, now for that document where that 1st of October is common. That 1st of October, according to that document, now the day where Southern Cameroonian get independent. The independence of Southern Cameroonian now a conditional independence. Independence by joining. So if you celebrate independence of Southern Cameroon for 1st of October, you also celebrate the union with Cameroon. You know this Julius Ngo, he can't try to change history, call them reunification. Because for Francophone them, they want for interpret and say we don't being a part of the German Cameroon, so we can't join them in a reunification. No. But Southern Cameroon was born in 1939, if I'm not mistaken. Our borders were demarcated. French Cameroon was born, I think, earlier that year by the French government. So these are two separate entities. But you should know the truth because only the truth has set our people free. 1st of October is not just the Independence Day. It is a day Southern Cameroon unite with French Cameroon. You cannot separate the two. They say independence by joining. Some people they talk say go read them by yourself. They say we go for Fumban, they never sign any document for Fumban. The same people they talk say a sovereign state enough enter into a treaty with a non-sovereign state because we know them be independent. So the CSF they make the right argument. Say it no be possible. There was no expectation to sign a union treaty between Southern Cameroon and French Cameroon. There was no requirement. The meeting in Fumban was not to discuss about unity. It was to draw up a constitution. It was a constitutional conference. If you don't believe it, go and do your own research. It was a constitutional conference because the document of the resolution 1608 designate 1st of October as the day the union will come into effect and the day Ambazonians independence will come into effect by joining. So they had a limited time to meet and come up with a document on how they will live together. That constitutional conference is a working document that is still ongoing. It was adjourned. They had tried to bring it up during the tripartite meeting. It is an ongoing document that has never come to an end. Constitutional arrangements do not come to an end. So you cannot celebrate independence without celebrating joining. There is no independence without joining. There is no joining without independence. You cannot eat your bread and have it. So these are the truths that are inconvenient, but we must consider it and we must absorb it because only the truth will survive. Me and you will come and go, but the truth will survive. Reality will always catch up with us, whether we like it or not. Ayabacho is an evidence that reality have catch up with him. So, fellow Ambazonians, I've come to you to tell you the truth. There is no independence without joining. There is no joining without independence. Those two things are tied together. The union between the Republic of Cameroon and us were designated already. The vote for the plebiscite that we voted to join the Republic was validated already. This does not mean in any shape or form that we do not have a right as a people to self-determination. We have our rights to self-determination, but we must follow it judiciously. We must pursue it based on solid foundations that are legal, that are recognized, and on this solid foundation, we can build a future together. Everything starts by knowing the truth, and only the truth shall set us free. So long as we do not abide in this truth, we will be knocking our head, going up and come down, and reality will catch up with us. This is the truth that I've brought to you. The problem we have is that the central government of Cameroon, as you see, is not French. Is not French Cameroon. Cameroon, as you see, is not Southern Cameroon. Cameroon, as you see, is a union between two states, whether we like it or not. It is not La République to mean French Cameroon. It is La République to mean the Republic of Cameroon. By not knowing or accepting the fact that we have joined with this French Cameroon, we forfeit the argument and the stance upon which we can advocate and better fight for our right of self-determination, which is something any rational person cannot do. Me, as a lawyer, I can tell you that the foundation for which you fight and you demand on some rights is very important as to the result you can get. Our journey must start by recognizing that we joined French Cameroon, accepting this history, just as Cameroon have come around to accept that we have a unique origin that is based on our history. They say that as a state of Cameroon that belongs to both sides of the Mongo, we must also come to that conclusion so that we can move forward. The way forward for us is, even when you go to divorce, no judge will grant divorce initially. We want to separate from Cameroon. We are separatists. We want to separate. That is what we believe is the aspiration of our people moving forward. But even when you're married with somebody, you cannot just divorce by yourself. Two of you must come together and discuss on how you want to divorce. If one person say you want to divorce, it is not only your opinion. They must ask the opinion of the other party. Do you also want to divorce? If the other side say no, the judge will first of all give you people some time. Sometimes they will say they will give you people separation. You separate for some while they consider the case. Now, small will go reach for the step by step. First thing, that's separation. If we accept this devolution, constitutional devolution, we go separate our administration from French Cameroon administration. Me then get their side, we'll get our own. And then from there, we'll go build on that capacity for we for eventually get where to go one time. You shall know the truth, and only the truth shall set you free. The talks are be very controversial because they talk to people the way they never think, and yet they never get the courage for talking. Now, because that is what we are called for do. That is what my generation was born to do for our people in our history. So you cannot celebrate Independence Day without celebrating the Union of Cameroon. It is impossible. Then you turn around and ask that, why do Cameroon not celebrate 1st of January? It is because they don't also celebrate 1st of October. We must know these things and pursue a new social contract. One Cameroon, two people, where we as Anglophones, we as West Cameroon, we can have our own judicial system, preserve our educational system, we can preserve our identity, nurture it, and prepare ourselves for eventual accession into independence through democratic means, just like Scotland and Northern Ireland succeeded. They succeeded in diplomacy what they could not succeed on the battlefield. This is the best way for us. Happy Independence Day, whatever it means to you. But for us, it is a day of reflection. It is a day to remind French Cameroon that we came into a union with them. Every single promise that was made for this union have been broken. Every single promise. It is time for us to appeal to their conscience, like Martin Luther King appealed to the conscience of America, like Nelson Mandela appealed to the conscience of South Africa. They didn't break apartheid and segregation in America just by hate. There are others who will tell you we must be angry, we are not angry enough, we don't hate enough. I can assure you, fellow Ambazonians, that only love can bring us justice and peace. We must invoke in the hearts of Francophones the spirit of Pan-Africanism, for them to remember that we are all Bantu people. We are all one people. We cannot allow this politics of divide and rule to continue to hold the country, because the only beneficiary are those in power and the regime in place. We must advocate and reach out for reconciliation, for a new path where Southern Cameroonians and Francophones and Anglophones can walk side by side Yes, we can do it. Yes, this is a vision of PRAP, and this is what we believe in. It is based on a solid foundation. It is based on the truth and principle, and we are willing to debate anybody anywhere because we know we stand on solid foundation. Happy Independence Day. Happy 1st of October. God bless you all.